Namaste and welcome to the Essence of Knowledge weekly meeting. This meeting is a part of the Essence of Knowledge program, which is available for free and it is online on gyanmarg.guru for anybody who is interested in learning the path of knowledge. In these weekly meetings, I try to answer your questions and I try to help you complete the program. So we'll start today's meeting, and if you have any questions, doubts or problems, you can ask them by writing here. All questions are most welcome. Kulpreet has a question. When I do this practice of reminding, I'm not this creature, whatever the vicissitude is just vanishes like a mist. What is to be done from here? It is very good. Nothing more needs to be done. Continue this practice. There is no need to add more in the practice. There is no need to complicate it. It should be very light, like feather light, and then it will be successful. Simply remember, as soon as you add things into it, it will become corrupted practice. So very good, continue. Kulpreet is saying, then give the next reminder as the light state gets heavier. Yes, keep reminding yourself. Also keep reminding that I don't need to do anything more than this. And this is not doing, this is simply being. Just be what you are. It is very easy. Keep reminding. Anu is asking, I find it easier to accept that I am a form of energy which is omnipresent. It can't be created or destroyed. So can energy be used in place of experiencer? No, I do not recommend changing the practice in any way, because energy is something which is imaginary and experiencer is the ultimate truth. So they are completely opposite. Your awareness practice is not a practice of imagining something which you are, not imagining the forms, either that which are already appearing, like the mind body, human body, or something which is not even appearing, which is completely imagined, energy or light or air or space. The awareness practice is exactly opposite of this, that I am not any form, I am not anything imaginary, I am not something which is appearing. Remind yourself like this. Otherwise, the practice will become corrupt. And we don't know whether you will get the fruits of it or not. Probably you will spend whole of your life imagining that you are the energy, and this ignorance will remain forever. There is no need to imagine what you are. Are you there right now? I am asking Anu. Are you there? How much imagination it took to say, yes, I am? Which form did you needed to cover it into? What more ignorance you added to remember that you are right now? It is very simple. It is lighter than a feather. And as soon as you add something in it, what should I imagine? Okay, energy is now boring. I'll imagine myself as empty space because somebody told me I am empty. And this will continue instead of staying in truth. As soon as you add things into the practice, you will stay in illusion. And this is not even illusion. This is, you can say, delusion, imaginary practice. Your goal is to get rid of this ignorance that you are a form or imagination or anything else. I am here right now. See how simple it is. Do you need to imagine that you are omnipresent? No amount of imagination will tell you that you are omnipresent. That knowledge is impossible. That is impossible. Nothing can be known about the experiencer except being it. You will never know where is this thing present. Then why do we call it omnipresent? Because it is not local, non-local. The old word, traditional word is omnipresent or sarvavyapi, which is the fact actually. You can experiment and see in which place and in which object you are not there as a background, as a screen. And you will see, yes, I am omnipresent. It is not a form of the experiencer. It is a negative knowledge that I am not local. I am not something which is inside something else, like a body or like any other container, room or earth or universe. I am not to be found anywhere. That is pointed at by this word omnipresence. So as soon as you try to imagine I am this and I am that and I am omnipresent and I am eternal, and so it is purely imagination. These things cannot be known. These words all point to negative knowledge, that your assumption that you are located, wrong. Your assumption that you are limited in time, you start and end, wrong. Your assumption that you are a energy, form, space, 5 elements, wrong. That's all. This is the knowledge. So as soon as you imagine things that I am something which is omnipresent, it shows ignorance. That yes, the imagination of localization was replaced by something which is everywhere in space, in the world. And that is one ignorance getting replaced by another ignorance. That's all has happened. And if you keep reminding yourself, that means you are enforcing that ignorance. Always remind yourself that whatever the mind is saying is not me. It's very simple. Mind will say many things. I am this body, I am this mind, I am a woman, I am a man, I am a person, I am a human. It keeps talking. That is the nature of the mind. It keeps dragging and the seeker into ignorance, because that is its lifelong conditioning. So always negate it. No, I am not that. I am here. I am watching all these thoughts. So if you want to say I am omnipresent, you can say it. But do not imagine. It is impossible for a human mind to imagine something which is omnipresent. And when you say it, you should know what it means. It simply means you are not limited in a space, or you are always present everywhere. And that is possible. Why? Because there is no space. It goes with the knowledge of the illusion. Why are you eternal? Can you imagine yourself to be eternal? Do you have any kind of experience which shows you that you are eternal? You were since million years and you will stay for million years? Absolutely zero. You don't have any experience of that. Then why do you say that I am eternal? Because you know that there is no time. Not only you do not experience yourself staying for millions of years, you don't recall anything like this, you don't even experience time. So you can say, I am just present. Do not even use the word eternal, timeless. You say, I am timelessly present. Actually, the word eternal means timeless. It does not mean long duration. There is no duration in existence. It is all false. Durations, calendars, clocks, they are illusions. So you should know when you say something, a negative quality. All these qualities are negative qualities. If you say these words or your names, you should know why I am saying it. So I am not in time. There is no time. Time is an illusion. And so you can say, I am eternal. If you imagine yourself to be eternal or a form of energy or something, airy-fairy thing, which is existing since many centuries, and this shows ignorance. The whole point of knowledge is to destroy all the beliefs, to bring you in a state of unknowing. Be happy in unknowing. That is bliss. As soon as you imagine something about yourself or the existence or something else, it is just mental noise. That's all it is. Nothing can be said about the experiencer, which is you. Only silence. Remain silent and just be. How easy it is. You don't even have to think anything. It is lighter than a feather. At least the feather has some form and something. You don't have anything. No form, no color. You are lighter than the light. There is nothing which is so pure. Why do you want to make it impure by imagining and superimposing stuff on it? Not recommended. If anybody is doing that, bring back the purity in the practice. Make it very light. Make it very pure. No need to even think that I am the experiencer. Sometimes a thought will come Okay, I remember now. I am not this body mind, I am the experiencer. But with time, only silence should remain. Yes, I am. This is enough. And with time, this yes, I am also can go away. No need to say I am. No need to think that I am, because you are there without thinking also. So you will see that the mind shifts from darkness to light sometimes, if your practice is good, and it stays in the light. That is how it is. That is the actual experience of the awareness practice. Simply gives up being in ignorance and darkness, and the light shines. No thought, no imagination, no feeling, no words, nothing to do, nothing to say. No, it is not an activity. It is not a job. See how easy it is. Just be and keep in that state. The mind will keep saying, you have a lot of work, guests are coming, you are not feeling well, just sleep. Why are you practicing? These are simply your conditioning, which is trying to come back. And then you counter it by resolving, making a very strong intention. You say, yes, I have work. I'll work in this light. Yes, people are coming to meet me. I'll meet them in this light. I need to rest. I am tired. I'll rest in the light. No need to give up your light, because the mind said something. Who else is there to take the resolution or make the intention? Except the mind. It is the mind only, not the experiencer, which is resolving, which is intending to stay in the light. It is the mind only. So one part of the old part of the mind comes back, tries to take you back in the darkness, and the new knowledge then appears. It tries to remain and it defeats the darkness. The light always wins. So that is the simple practice, you see. As soon as the light shines, you need to keep it on. It is not a job. It happens simply by willpower or your love for this state, because it is very blissful. It is like pure nectar, sweet. So there is a natural motivation to remain in awareness or light. As soon as you start listening to the old conditioning of the mind, the thoughts, let us imagine yourself as like this. No. You have already left awareness there. That is not awareness practice. It is some other kind of practice, probably. Imagine practice, false practice. Okay, I am the experiencer. I'll talk very nicely to everybody in loving voice. I'll become a doormat for everybody. What has happened here? Not only the knowledge is lost, intelligence is also lost. Just behave normally like you do every day, but in light. No need to become a saint. What if you have this kind of feeling, love and joy? Yes, perfectly okay. There is no need to force it, but one day you become angry or anything, you see. It is all perfect, because the awareness practice says that I am not that. No, I cannot be. I need to suppress my anger. I cannot show it. And now the knowledge is gone and something else is happening here. The awareness is gone. So it is not a manipulation. It is not a mental manipulation of any kind. Awareness is simply shining the light. So it is good that you are clarifying instead of doing it. See, that is why somebody is needed to guide. Simply by listening to knowledge or reading the books will not cause any kind of progress on this path. Mind is very tricky. What is mind? It is Maya herself. It is the creator of the illusion. Mind. In rough poetry, you can say like this. As soon as it is taken as truth, whatever is happening in the mind, thoughts and feelings and so on, as soon as you say that, oh, this is me, I'm thinking like this is true completely because I thought it. And that means the ignorance has appeared back. That means the illusion has won the battle. You are defeated. That is why very strong willpower, which is your power, your personal power, is necessary. That is why it is necessary to learn this practice. Many people are doing it. Okay, I'm doing it. But it is difficult. You need to learn it. Probably the mind is fooling them that they are doing it. There's nothing to do there. How do I know this is happening? Because In the reports, some people, not you, anybody, that mind is fooling them into doing something. So when they say, I'm experiencing bliss, I'm experiencing this. Because bliss is not an experience. There's nothing to experience in the bliss. It is simply absence of unnecessary activity in the mind. And actually bliss is not the right word, because bliss is simply name of the experiencer, which cannot be experienced. What they are pretending is that my mind is now silent, therefore I am in awareness, which is completely wrong. Even if there is a storm going on in the mind, if there is a war zone in the mind, still you can be in awareness. So I come to know very quickly. You see, that's why reports are important, because I come to know the state of the mind. And I have seen mind for many years. I know what tricks it plays. It will do everything to stop you from being in knowledge. Why? Because knowledge means that the ego is killed. The mind is seen as illusion, and the defensive activity of the mind, defense mechanism of the DGR, it says, no, this is not good. I need to be real. And without any knowledge of the seeker, and there is no seeker actually there. There is nothing is separate from the mind, isn't it, in a seeker? So it derails the practice. For now, you can assume that there is a higher mind and there is a lower mind. The lower mind tries to survive by killing the higher mind, which has the knowledge. Although we should not make this kind of division, because it can cause a lot of psychological issues. Because now you will think you have two personalities. Two people are there. One is lower, one is high. Some people have this kind of distortion in their minds. One is telling them to do sins, and one is pulling them to God. Something. People imagine all these things. So we never add into this. But you should understand that there are lower tendencies and dark tendencies of the mind, and there are higher tendencies which are full of knowledge and awareness. There is a fight between them. But we don't want to fight. We simply want to select. We prefer the higher. Simply select the higher. No need to kill the lower, because it's already gone. As soon as the light shines, the whole drama of the mind is seen. You can use that English saying, the king is naked. You must have heard this story. As long as you are in darkness, you are in ignorance, the mind is the king. It is governing everything. There's nothing wrong in that. But as soon as the light is on, you will see that it is fake completely. And just a bunch of thoughts, that's all. Mental activity. Okay, next question. Shivam is saying, me being an experiencer is a thought in the mind. How to rise above this thought? You are already above this thought. You are the experiencer. You are not governed by any thoughts, or you are not thinking anything. You are not something which thinks. So you are already above and behind everything, not only thoughts. So thinking that I am the experiencer is complete ignorance, because these are simply words, empty words. Knowing what you are will show you that you are above the words and the thoughts. Do you know who you are? Have you found evidence? I am asking Shivam. Let me know, because this is my job to clear the doubts. Have you found the evidence that you are the experiencer? Shivam is saying, yes, everything in my experience is changing. Well, that is totally different thing. Everything is changing. That is not you. So are you there? Let me know. Is there an experiencer which I can call myself right now? Is it there? Yes. Is it a thought? Is it simply a thought which comes and goes, changes? So you are already above it. Is there a need to think that I am the experiencer? No, you simply know it. See how easy it is how to rise above thought. How easy it is. You know yourself. Be in this knowing. You're always above everything. You are the highest. Kulpreet is saying, it feels scary. I'm perceiving it as scared, tiny anxiety to be in these light states. Here too, reminding myself I am not this creature is to be done. Yes, be witness of fear, be witness of anxiety, and completely know that this is not me, because you are not that. Probably you already know. If it feels scary, you are the witness of this feeling also. Let me know if you are really feeling scary, because you are that which witnesses all these feelings. Remind yourself. And this is the formula, you see. Write it down. Tomorrow you should not ask, today I am feeling happy. Should I remind myself that I am not this happiness? I am not this creature which is happy. Then the next day you should not ask that today I am feeling sad. What should I do now? Should I remind myself that I am not sad? You see, I am not anything else. This is the formula. I am not objects in the world. I am not body. I am not parts of the body. I am not feelings, emotions, thoughts, desires, memories. In short, you can say, I am not any experience. Anything which can be experienced, that is not me. This is the formula. There are two formulas for progressive elimination, neti neti. One is, anything which can be experienced is not me. Second, anything which is changing is not me. Actually, it is one. It is one formula. But to start, we start like this. Because anything which can be experienced is already changing. And anything which is changing, you can say it only after experiencing it. So it is only one formula. So you should remember this. That's why I told you to go through the whole lesson again, all 20 lessons again. Remember this thing. As soon as you pay attention to the mind, it will cook up some story. Don't look at me, it will say. And that is actually borderline impurity. Because the feeling of being in awareness is very blissful, is very light, it's very peaceful. As soon as you see a negative feeling there, you can be very sure that it is generated in the mind, somewhere deep in the mind, and it is an impurity. But I don't want to scare you more. You can simply use the formula. I'm not that. There is no need to think like this, and there is no need to say it. Simply recognize. Anu is saying, I'm not feeling any different than I used to feel before the POK. I feel the same. The knowledge brings some clarity and peace of mind that everything is illusion, so no need to be anxious. Yes, some people will see that as soon as this burden that world is true and I am true and my life is true is lifted, they will find a kind of lightness. It's very difficult to say what is lightness. It is opposite of heaviness, opposite of seriousness. You will stop taking the world and life seriously. By that, I don't mean that you will waste it in useless things. It will not be a serious matter. It will be like a play. I mean, it is very difficult to express this non-seriousness, joyfulness in words. This comes from the realization that everything is impermanent illusion. No need to stick to anything. No need to get anything. No need to become anything, because I am already the highest. You know this right now. So there is, you can say, detachment, loss of interest in being serious. And then you start doing that which you love, which you like a play. But yes, all that which is necessary to continue the play will happen. Sometimes it will take serious form, which is okay. And as soon as you know that I am not this body mind, all the fear related to this body mind drops. And for some people, the fear of death also drops. Probably many of us are not able to get rid of that fear because it's sometimes useful. But in the end days, this is a useless fear, last days of the body. And this fear will go away with continuous practice. And when the body is ready to be dropped, you will not be afraid. So it takes away the heaviness of the body also. I am not this body, but you will keep doing the necessary actions. This body will keep doing the necessary actions to keep itself alive without any identification. So all the fear and anxiousness and worry is gone. And some people will be saying now, it did not happen to me. Don't worry. You are just like a baby learning to walk for the first time. It will take some time, isn't it? So it totally depends on your dedication to the practice, your love for the practice. If you can achieve this before death, this very light state of not being afraid of anything at all, because you know you are the ultimate. And you know the play will not stop. Some people are afraid that, okay, I am the experience. That means after death, there won't be any experience. It will be all empty blackness, or even not that, like sleep. And the good news is no, there won't be any individual, but the play continues because the experience is also timeless. The changing part will also remain forever. So as soon as you realize all these things, there is the mind gets no food for worry. The mind gets no fuel for anxiety or fear. What are you afraid of? And it simply laughs. It is a laughing matter now. And that is why this awareness practice is so important, because knowledge is very easy. Like it takes few minutes to know that this world is an illusion, and a few more minutes to know that I'm the existence. But like I said, the darkness is so strong that your mind will convince you that these are just words, these are just thoughts. Then it will say, you need to rise above these thoughts. You need to get rid of this world, make it so beautiful and like heaven, so that you will be happy. You are not happy now. Then it will bring up all kinds of fears. I'm going to die. You see, so very strong. The pull of the illusion is very strong. That is why you need to be stronger than that. It is easy, not difficult. You must have a lot of love and dedication and very strong intention to be in knowledge, to always remember. You say, no matter what, I'll remember. And this quality is called bravery in traditional sense. This is an old word. The seeker is very brave. Sometimes you must have seen the seekers are pictured sitting on a tiger or a lion, sometimes a dead lion, dead tiger, with swords and weapons. Why is that? Even the great gurus are shown like this sometimes. Because that was the symbol of bravery in that time, old days. Why do we need bravery? You need to defeat the illusion, you see. In this, you can say, metaphor, you need to be stronger. And that is the story behind Gautam Buddha, the Mara story. Everybody must have heard this. You need to defeat the Mara. You need to be brave. If you get scared, just by looking at, I'm not this mind, you are not a good soldier. You are not a warrior. What does your program say? This path is not for the weak of the heart. Very clearly it is said. Probably Kulpreet and people have not bothered to even listen to that. That is my impression. You need to listen to the lessons, and if you forget, you need to listen to it again. It is not for everybody. You need to be very brave. What is the meaning of brave here? Fighting on the streets? Defeating criminals? No. Fight with your own darkness. Defeat your ignorance. Are you brave? What is the danger here? The danger is only falling back in darkness, falling back in ignorance. That is the only danger. It will happen. It will happen many times per day. Initially, it will happen more because the mind is very strong. It will win. And that is why you need practice. That is why you need Guru as a support. And that is why you need the Sangha or your community for support. Because a single warrior is not very strong. If there is a whole army, yes, very, very, very strong. So we have done all the arrangement for you. This is the good news, isn't it? You have the knowledge. You were given everything that is needed for this battle, and you have some support. There are groups. There are other people. All groups are open. Only our Essence of Knowledge group is closed for outsiders because we don't want that kind of disturbance here. Fish market. So it is again an arrangement only for your benefit, that I want to focus only on you, those who are interested in knowledge and program. But the other groups are totally open. They are like communities. So they will support you. Yes, there are some people who will totally demotivate you by telling you that you are in the wrong path, your guru is a fake guru, and your practice is not good. My practice is superior than your practice. Who will say this? Not outsiders, not the worldly people, your own friends, your own relatives, and the people in your Sangha will tell you. You will say, how is that possible? They are all your students. Remember, there is no person there. It is everything is possible in the illusion. There is no person there. It is their darkness that is saying it. Not only their darkness has overcome them, it is trying to encroach into your light now. Now you will appreciate the metaphor of a warrior. It is not less than a war, battle against darkness. You need to protect yourself from these people, especially the worldly people. That is why in these communities they used to stay away from so-called civilization. It is nothing like civilization actually. The world is totally uncivilized. So they used to stay away. In the modern days, we cannot do that kind of thing. You will not be able to survive for 2 days, even if we make arrangements like this. You need all the modern facilities. Even I need all these things. So, what has happened is we have shifted into separate online communities where the outsiders are not allowed. As soon as I see people making trouble in our groups, we ban them immediately. We remove them. Very strict rules are there. Why are there rules? It is only for you, so that we can defeat the forces of darkness. We can isolate you from them. Initially, you will need that kind of protection. After that, you are on your own. Those who want to be in the community, Sangha, most welcome. Those who are very brave, no, I can stay in awareness without any help. We are most welcome. You don't need any help. At least try to help others. So that shows that there is only one mind, and the combined conditioning of that mind will pull you back, will make you fall. Very strange events can happen because there is only one mind, you see. Very strange events can happen. Your long lost friend or girlfriend will come back. These things happen with seekers, and you will be lost in the worldly life again. Something or the other karmic factor will come up, and you will say, I never did this. But the guru knows, must have done it sometime in past life somewhere, some other world that pulls you back. So you need to be a warrior. You need to be very brave. If you are scared by a thought, and if you are fooled by one single thought, I am not above anything, and that means the battle is lost, the war is lost. Strong willpower is needed. See, you can see right now, although it is easy, once you resolve, once you get this kind of power, nothing will defeat you. But a newcomer is not prepared for this thing. So we are supporting the newcomers in 3 ways. First is, as you know, community. Second is me, myself. Third is non-physical way. There is a non-physical support from above, which nobody knows, and we should not tell it. It is a secret. As soon as you join the program, by default you'll start getting the support. But still, it is the will. Nothing is done without the free will of the seeker, without the desire of the seeker. If the seeker says, this is not my path, I don't get anything here. That's what many people say. I don't even understand what these people are saying. So immediately the first thing that happens is the non-physical support is removed, because they are very selective. They do not want to waste their energy and time in somebody who does not like here, who is not ready, we say. But I keep supporting, I keep telling them, okay, you do this, read the rules, follow the instructions, write down this, do the practice. I am still there. But then after a line is crossed, I am also not there. We cannot support those who do not desire to be supported. So it should be very clear to you, clear to everybody. This path is not for everyone, not for weak people. Do not expect that this is full of roses and red carpet. No, actually no spiritual path is like this. There is no comfort in spirituality. There is no laziness here. You become lazy and you will be killed by the darkness. You will be overtaken. You don't have time. That is why the metaphor of warrior is used in so many traditions. But you are not fighting something which is physical. You are fighting your own ignorance, your own dark side. The next question, Sunil is saying, cultivating the required qualities of a seeker is not the main goal and grows as a byproduct once a seeker progresses in this path. Does such quality grow naturally as a byproduct if I only focus on awareness practice, or do I have to make effort to cultivate required qualities as well? Yes, very good question. Some of the qualities will develop through the practice of awareness, some will not. So it is complicated. There is no single rule here that, okay, do this awareness practice, you will get all qualities. No, there is no rule like this. So what will develop through awareness practice? Because you will see everybody is me, the essence part, everybody is me. So naturally love and compassion, kindness, that will grow. This is a quality of the seeker. You have knowledge. So as soon as somebody says something false, which is not knowledge, which is not true, you will be alerted, which means your critical ability will grow. Yes, somebody is saying something which is wrong. That does not mean that you go and correct that person or fight with that person. No, you simply know that. Don't need to listen now. Whatever they are saying is completely wrong. So you get protection from ignorance, which happens naturally if you have a critical ability. And few more, these two examples I could recall. What cannot be cultivated? First, the desire to be liberated. Awareness will not cause increase of this desire. It can cause decrease, because I am not this who is born, who is dying, who is bound here and there. Awareness practice will say like this, which is okay, but it will not increase that intense desire to be liberated from all bondages, all limitations. It is okay because you are already free, you are already unlimited. Then it will not increase the intelligence. There can be a little bit of increase, but suddenly you will not become a master of all languages, or your logic will not become very sharp. Suddenly, because you are practicing, you will still need the traditional ways to cultivate intelligence. Then awareness practice can decrease this will. Why? It will say, which is perfectly okay, you see, that there is no need of intelligence now. I know whatever can be known through intellect. It is pure now. There is no need to do it. So it will probably stop there. There can be more things which cannot be done simply by awareness. So I got 2 or 3 examples, I gave it. But you can think about it. What can be cultivated? What can grow naturally? And what needs something more? And before that, you should find out, do I really need to cultivate it or not? Just like I said, intelligence, you don't need it. You will say, I have all the intelligence which I need. I don't need to become a scientist or mathematician or lawyer or something. So there you can cut it out, that okay, I have all these things, I don't need to cultivate it. Probably I lack in something else, like bravery and so on. You say, I told you, fearlessness. So you can keep cultivating that which is lacking. It is recommended, which cannot be done simply by awareness, because awareness does not really do anything. It simply shines the light on what is. Whatever condition there is, it will show you. Sometimes it will affect it. So do we need these other qualities, critical thinking, logic, intelligence and all, even after knowledge? And my answer is yes, because they will help you in everyday life also. And you won't be able to fall back in ignorance if you have these qualities. So let us say you are a businessman. Now, intelligence is needed there. You need to be up to date about the latest in the field financial field, and so on, you see. There you cannot say, okay, I got the knowledge, the intellect is now useless for me. No. As soon as you say no to the qualities, they will start disappearing, and you will see that it is affecting your life now. If you take the example of the business, you will see that ignoring the intellect is causing you to take wrong decisions, or it is causing you to take risk, and so on, you see. And your worldly life will start becoming worse than before. This happens to many people. Oh, I am the Brahman, I am everything, I'll just leave my job and leave my family. How do they live? They live on streets or in ashrams or in cave. I'm not saying it is bad, it is their choice. But all don't want that. Everybody does not want this. They want a very nice, successful life from the worldly point of view. Because you know that nothing is worldly now for you, it is also spiritual. All these things are still needed. And suppose you are in service, then you will need other things which you don't need for yourself. You will need those qualities simply to serve others, to become able to do your service. So we stick to the safe side. We always take the safe option, which is, even if you don't need it, don't give it up, keep cultivating it as much as you can. Nothing can be forced. So wherever you lack, you see, and if you are interested, you try to improve it. It is not very difficult, especially after knowledge, especially after this burden is gone from your head, and awareness helps. In some cases at least. I can make the false promise that yes, awareness is the cure of all. No, it is not. I remember one more quality now, so I'll give it as an example. Healthy body. That is the quality of a seeker. So healthy person is very brave, I've seen, if you have a lot of muscles and all, already you get a lot of confidence. So healthy body is a requirement for a seeker. Also on path of knowledge, because an unhealthy person will not be able to do anything. I am the Brahman, so I am experiencer, formless, qualityless. I am not this body, and you ignore the body. Now I don't need to tell you what will happen to that seeker. So we keep on the safe side. I am not the body, but yes, I need to take care of it. It is the vehicle right now. It is my instrument right now. So you keep it healthy. You keep it beautiful. And you surrender the body in the service of the Guru field. That is totally another subject. But right now you can see the benefits of cultivating this quality of health. And you will immediately see that your mind is also sharp now. So that will help in cultivation of intelligence or other abilities like writing and all. See, why do we need these things? Suppose you have all the knowledge, but your language is very bad, very weak. Vocabulary is very small. And there is no writing skill. Whenever you talk, nobody can understand 50% of what you say. So this will limit your possibility, especially in service. So we learn languages, we learn to write, we do this, we do that, you see, purify the language, so that you are very clear when you express yourself sometimes. Especially, even if you're not serving, you're talking to your friends, seeker friends, or when you're talking to your guru, you need to be very clear, especially on path of knowledge, because here the communication means a lot. There's a lot of value in meaning of the words. So it is required. We keep doing it. We never say, no, it is done. Never say like this. And that is in conflict with the teaching, because the teaching says, this body is not me. World is an illusion. There is nobody else. And it is all going to get lost. It is all impermanent. So on the one side, there is this contradictory teaching. And on the other side, there is this practical requirement to cultivate as many qualities as you can. So what do we do? It's very easy, you see. Balance. Not too much. You want to be healthy, but you don't want to become a bodybuilder. You see? That will be too much. You want to be beautiful, but you don't want to become Miss Universe. So you draw the line between the reality and the relative reality, the truth and the relative truth. Not too much, not too little. Where is the line? That will depend on the seeker. It is very subjective, personal matter, and you need to decide. Where I'm taking it too much, I learned English, I learned Hindi, I learned Sanskrit, whatever was needed. And do I need to learn French, Japanese, and Russian now because somebody told me to cultivate all the languages? We never told you to cultivate all the languages. One is enough. So, like this, you need to draw the boundary. That balance is needed in cultivation of qualities also. So, I was giving you this example of health. I forgot. This will not be done automatically by awareness practice. Awareness practice will not magically make you healthy. Not possible. It will magically make you kind and, loving. That is possible. But no, it will have a little bit of effect on the health, especially if the diseases are connected to the mind. Many of the diseases are simply mental in nature and they show up in the body. So if the mind is peaceful, blissful, without any fear and anxiety, yes, blood pressure will be normal, your breathing will be normal, and your eating, sleeping will be normal, and yes, shows up in the body, but not always. So what will happen is your awareness will expand into everyday activities like eating, cleaning, and so on, and you will be able to see the faults, and that will indirectly cause healthy effect on the body. But still, because it is physical in nature, you will need to keep it, maintain it nicely. So I have seen that if you do not damage it, it is already by default, you see. Naturally, the body is healthy and beautiful. Why do we destroy it? The reason is ignorance. So I am not the body. Will this add into this ignorance? Earlier, at least I was the body, so I had this responsibility to maintain this thing. And now I am not that. No, now the responsibility is doubled because you will see that you were doing something which is unnatural. Body is very natural. It does not matter if it is an illusion, if it is not me. So now a higher understanding and a higher intelligence will take over, which will say, not only this body, I need to take care of all the bodies which appear in nature, all the plants and even single leaf and flower also. I cannot damage them. I cannot be violent. Here the non-violence appears, you see, as a result of knowledge. Why is that? Because everything is my form. In short, we say everything is me. What kind of ignorance was dropped? That this one body is me. Only this much is dropped. But it is replaced by this knowledge that everybody is me. So a higher intelligence appears that not only I need to take care of this one, which I thought is me. Previously I thought like this. But the reality is something else, that everything is my form. So you will immediately see that you will become non-violent. You will not damage trees or plants. You will not pluck the flowers out of the tree for your pleasure or to please somebody else. You will not cut the trees and so on, you see. You will not kill the animals. You will not eat them. These are the qualities of a highest kind of seeker. I'm not talking about those who are just starting. They will find it very difficult. So slowly the cultivation happens. So should I take care of my body or not? In this question will not arise. Now this question will arise. Am I taking care of everybody around me or not? As much as I can. This question will not arise now. Should I damage my body by eating junk or chemicals or something which worldly people are eating? This question will not arise because you are intelligent enough now. You are aware. Now this question will arise. Am I damaging the environment? Am I damaging this beautiful illusion, which is nothing, my form, you see? So saying that it is an illusion does not mean that we are discarding it as useless waste. No, We are simply rising higher on the ladder of evolution. That's all. Fully knowing it is an illusion. Yes. Now I got the reality of it. Yes. Now the duty still remains. So half knowledge is thinking that it is fake illusion, byproduct of the ignorance, darkness of the mind. This is half knowledge, and full knowledge is it is all me. It is all my play. Now I need to play it beautifully, skillfully. That is the technical word. You need to act skillfully. The duty is not gone because you are Brahman and it is illusion. It's never gone. It is heightened. You get more sense of duty. So yes, path of knowledge ends at knowledge of oneness, or even before that, knowledge of self. And it does not say anything after that. It does not say about your duties and so on. You see, keep your body healthy. No, it never says. Why is that? Because the tradition assumes that you already have all this kind of common sense. You are already so intelligent. You are already so empathetic, sympathetic, emotionally mature, devoid of fear. They assumed in old days like this. So nothing was told because this was supposed to be the last. But if you don't have the qualities, now comes the karmic fruit. So you need to do it anyway. There is no shortcut in spirituality. The only shortcut that we take is we get the essential knowledge first because it is easy. You can see cultivation of qualities, purification and awareness practice. These things are not that easy, not so easy. It can be easy for some people, but not for an average seeker. So I actually do not pay any attention whether you are cultivating or not. Never interfere in this thing. It is very personal. But that does not mean that you are freed from the responsibility and duty. There will be double duty on you now. If you see somebody causing harm to their own body by eating poison or some other kind of addictions and so on, then your duty will be to stop that person. If that person allows you, let us say that is your child or you are responsible for that person, you are the guru like this. And then not only it is your duty to teach, your duty is to give them the correct directions. So there is no escape even on path of knowledge. Probably I've never seen anybody ask this question, should I cultivate or not? Nobody asks this question. They already know what will be the effect if I don't do it. What will be the effect of it if I assume that it is a false illusion, dream. I think everybody understands this much, that as long as the dream is there, you need to go by the rules of the dream. Nobody is free from that because experiencer does not have any quality, so it does not need to cultivate anything. But this creature, the seeker, needs to do it. You will need to maintain a harmony between the opposites, this contradiction. That needs a little bit of higher kind of intelligence to hold the two contradictory things at once. There is no limit. You will say, no, the human body will be gone, the human life will end. And again, there is, you can say good news as well as bad news there, that still there is no freedom for whatever which continues after the human life. There will be new limits, there will be new rules, there will be new qualities to cultivate. How long, you will say, how long that will happen? And again, good news and bad news combined, contradictory news, that it is infinite. It is also, the play is also eternal. Don't even ask when this will end, when that will end. Nothing ends because nothing starts. It's all eternal. And the good news hidden in this is that you are already above all these things. It is not your headache, really. The play is there. It is there. That's all. It should be taken as play. And then the rules become rules of the game. Because without rules, there cannot be a play. So anyway, there is no freedom from that. And the good news is you are free. There's nothing to worry about this thing. So I think today's questions are over from your side, and very good questions. I hope everybody got their answers. So we'll end today's meeting here. And again, I'll ask those who are not paying attention to the lessons to go through the lessons again. And always listen to the satsang or this meeting recording. By reviewing it, you will grasp it more. You will understand something more. So thank you everybody for attending today's meeting. I'll see you next time. Namaste.